Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Let's Play of Krastorio 2, where we in the last episode just got our singularity tech cards up and running. And with that, we got a lot of new things we will have to improve around the base, since right now we are consuming a ton of emerald crystal, quartz, oil, and whatnot. So we will have to increase this production quite dramatically. So for this one, which is running pretty much as fast as it can, we might just try and do some beacons first to see if this can alleviate some of the issues we're having. Because right now it's running at 64 instead. We'll probably need a few more to get the rest of them running. But if we do this, let's just check our crystal production. That increased anything. So from about 400 to 600 or something. Hopefully that will be able to keep up. If not, we'll just have to expand it a bit in the future as well. But for now, hopefully it'll be enough. We'll just wait for the rest to craft it. The next thing we'll have to look at is pretty much oil. Luckily, I have I'd say a somewhat easy fix for it, but since we just spent all of our modules, it's not going to be that big of a quick fix. One way to solve that though is maybe just to double this. So 1 goes into 2. Should pretty much double our production. Let's just get a bit to the side to have looking a bit better. That should double our speed module production. And hopefully we'll get some of the 1000 we need built. And while this is going, we can look at some of the other things that's very much lacking at the moment. These should hopefully catch up. Even the powder is starting to lack. We might move our charge matter stabilizer from up here. Maybe into the cell down south. I kind of want to do that, so we just cut you, to be honest, and place you down here instead. Then we can make a nice little setup for him inside this cell. I'm gonna do 4 for now, since we will need a ton of charged ones for the singularity tech cards. They do consume quite a bit. And we are not making enough as it stands right now. That is going. But since we couldn't expand our oil, it might be a good idea to try liquefaction. And by that I mean coal liquefaction, or if we look at the things here, let's just put it. We'll probably do a cell over here, but for now let's just look at it right here. We have 2 recipes we can use. Is it made in this one? Where is it made? Let's see. Petroleum is pretty much the output we need. Oh, it's just made in an oil refinery, so that doesn't make it very fast. What's a light oil petroleum? Huh. Isn't that somewhat of oh, never mind. That's a normal cracking one. Just me being an idiot. But oh well. If we should find a place for it, close to our cracking, could do it over here. But we can also just build it over here, if we so decide. Maybe build it here and move it. Could be a good idea. So for this, I will need a few oil refineries. I'm just going to get this to my person. We should have some in storage. So let's see here. Where did it go? Refinery. Oh, it's because it's set to 0. That's why. There we go. And then we'll start to set up some cracking. But it's all about, should we do it in this one that uses coke, which uses wood. Also raw. Might be good just going for this one, to have it directly into light oil. So if you do this and have some kind of beacon setup for it, we could take this one. That is probably a bit too small. Does one of these fit on top? And let's just test this for a second. You're the same size. You are the same size. And will that enable us to get all the things in we need? We need double fluids in, and we'll need 3 outputs, and we'll need a few other things. So maybe if we move it all the way down, we might be able to fit in the things we need for steam and such. Yeah, that could be quite a fun build. Let's try this. I'll just take one corner of this for now. Remove the things that's in the way. Pretty much just these things for now. And then see what we can hook up with this. Because we do need 1 input for items. And then we'll need 2 inputs for fluids. And we'll need 3 outputs, to be honest. And that probably won't give us enough room in here for 3 outputs. Also we'll need, let's see, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that won't work. Oh, we can actually move this one further down, or is this the maximum? Oh, it is the maximum. What if we just have it a bit differently, just having the beacons on one side? So we just run it like we normally would. Please go in here. Say 1, 2. Will probably be one setup like this. We'll go in just with 1 extra input for things, and we can't turn it. There's some way to get it in quite easily. It doesn't look like it, but if we take this, then we actually have most of what we need. So let's try this instead, to be honest. Deconstruct you. And let's use this as a blueprint. We did design it a few episodes ago, so why not use it? 2 chests away for now. And take you to right there. You can change, and you can change, and that should mean we can change these into... Oh, we'll have to change these as well. Might have different outputs. Oh wait, it might actually be the input that's stopping it. Means we need steam in. Have 1 beacon touching them. And I think that will give us what we need. So you will supply steam, which you can't do. How much steam do you need? You need 50 steam every 5 seconds. So just a normal steam boiler. How much would that output? Right here. That outputs 20 per second. It means I can output 100 in 5 seconds. It means 1 can supply 2 without speed. It does mean we'll need quite a bit of steam. Could hook up a fusion reactor to it, but that might also be a bit overkill. Unfortunately, no way of moving it around. So what if we just make an entire setup up top that makes steam? Let's try this. Can we fit in? We actually can. How many we need? Good question. But I think if we do this, at least we'll be able to supply enough steam. Without the steam out, that means we can remove this one. If we had enough room, that is. Not having it filled with all this junk. Should probably get rid of some of these soon. Let's just make a book to drop them into. And then I can just delete this book in a second. Oh, this is a lot of old setups we have here. And a few new ones. There we go. I gave us a bit more room. But then we pretty much just need light oil in right here. So that means light oil out. You will be petroleum. You will be heavy oil. You'll be light oil. This way all of this should move around correctly. And give us out what... Oh wait, they need an input as well. Well, that means we will have to move this down one. Nope. You'll need to make a bit more room for it. Or just skip a few of these. And just shift it over one. Oh wait, can we do this maybe? If we have a crescent chest right here, won't that be able to input it with a long-handed inserter? Probably not, because that will grab one further down than what I want at the moment. From the side it won't work either. So how can we hook this up where I don't need to move things around too much? Actually, no way to do it. That is a bit annoying. Unless we just shift this one down one. Because we have enough room. So what if we just do this instead? I would like to cut pretty much this part. Move you down. I think one might be enough for what I'm trying to do. Means we'll have you right here instead. That means we can shift this one down one to solve the input issue. It means you'll go to there instead. Let's get a few long-handed. Insert us. And then we should be able to shift them around and still have them all beaconed. Because you will just request coke. Just get 50 in. I'll be fine. That means this one can put it in. Have to get a few bit of power here and there. Maybe just doing this will give us power placement. That has to coke now. That means we can just move this over a few times. Here, can we do the same down here? Almost. We'll just have to move a few of the inputs a bit. So you can just jump down to here. Let's do that with all of them. Jump to there. And jump you to right here. Should work for what we need. And that will be just fine. Jump. Jump here and you can jump right there. Means we'll just get a bit of power down to right here. And then we'll jump in all the coal in the world, or coke in the world even. Except right here, we'll just move you over one. So it goes here instead and goes in. So hopefully that will give us quite a bit of petroleum. Among other things, that's just gonna get moved to our cracking plants at the other side of the map. This will just be a normal loop, keep going. Do need to put a limit on it, like we have... Wait, do we need a limit on it? I just kind of wanted to go and produce. Because all of this will back up at some points before we start to crack too much. Oh, well, let's give it a try without a limit on and see how it goes. So, request. Wait, you will not be that. You'll be fill barrels. Oh, that is fill barrels. I'm just an idiot. So, there. That's barrels in. That means this will have what it needs in just a second. We just need to hook up these. And maybe just doing it with normal chests will be fine. And you can just get... Could use coal, or you can also use coke as the rest of them. Just so we have a better setup. We'll also use biofuel, probably. What can you use? Or solid fuel. That's only used for that one. We have solid fuel in storage. Don't. So maybe we should just go with biofuel probably. Or just coal. Let's try with coal and see how this goes. I just want to get it off the ground and working. Oh, did we even count this? I have 11 that should support 22. We have 8 without speed, so with speed it might be what we need. Time to get some water in. Barrel in. And you can just request what you need. As you can get the light oil in, I'll mean start the cracking output. A lot more light oil than we were before. Output's 90, so that should be a positive loop. We would like to output water, please. Let's see if this can kick off this production. And that starts these at least. This is not starting. I'm guessing that's because we moved something at some point that ruined the connection. That is exactly the case. That is light oil being pumped out into these. Let's just add a bit of speed to it. Just to see if it can keep up with this. And what if we just check our fluids right now? Water's consumption gone up. Oh, production I'm looking at. Water's going up. Petroleum, light oil as well. And it's petroleum that we're missing the most. But these are still extremely slow. That's because we're not making enough coke. We should have enough wood, so that's not the problem. It's pretty much just our production of coke that is very bad right now. Now that we have this one going, let's just mark it with a light oil. Maybe we should improve our coke a bit. Do comment what you think about this setup. No idea if it's good or bad. But instead of the game, it feels a bit slow. But yeah, that's just the way it is right now. Oh, you can't output fast enough, can you? Seriously hope that this is gonna get cracked somewhere. Want this one to work. And I seriously hope it's fast enough. It is at least running as fast as it can. Well, that's something we'll have to monitor a bit going forward. If this gives us more than we had before. Yeah, petroleum did at least increase a bit. Or a lot by doing this because it activated all of the cracking. In that regard, it is better than it were before. We'll just have to make sure that everything gets delivered fast enough. This was almost what we needed. It's just the coke. Let's go and fix the coke while we're at it. I think that is the next thing we need. So many things that's not keeping up that we most definitely need to fix up on. Oh, it's a crushing not keep. Oh, don't we mine it fast enough anymore? We seriously emptied this one out. That is impressive. We'll have to beacon this a bit to get it going again. If not, we'll have to get things in quite soon with the... Let's just try this to see how much we can speed it up. Then we'll probably have to set up a train soon. Which is always nice. But at least now we are... Oh, that looks like that is going way, way, way faster. Let's just check it. Immer sight. Okay, so it went from about 300 to... yeah, beacons do a difference. To about 2.5k. Pretty much all of it is being consumed so far. So I wonder how long it takes before this one runs out. Well, we'll leave it. We have a second one up here we'll have to tap at some point. But for now, hopefully this will increase the throughput quite a bit. But we were looking at our coal. Set up right here. And how can I make the coke? Is there a good setup for coke we can make? Can make an advanced furnace, so that's pretty much what we're gonna go with. This is advanced furnaces, so maybe we should just steal one of these and make it into coke, because the throughput is already there. I need to find a place to place it. Could dismantle the old one. Yeah, let's just dismantle this. We should be able to set down a new one rather quickly. Yeah. Oh, let's just get it from in here. New. I think this one is fine. There we go. And let's see how much this can produce. you will be just making coke. Productivity is on its way in. We'll need double input. That is luckily one of the easiest things in the world to do. I'll output into 0, that's fine. Here we would like to request coal. Coal. Let's try with 200. Now we would like to request wood. Let's try with 200 for now. And that should hopefully activate this one. We can then add in just right here in the middle for a bit of speed. And then we'll just copy paste this around to the other ones to make all 4 of them work. And then we'll see if the throughput, sorry about that, is any better. And if our system can keep up. Let's check our coke production. Did that increase from 700 to... God, I love watching these just go completely ham. That should hopefully give us enough for what we need around the base. Now it's all about if our wood can keep up. And yeah, we'll see. For now at least we are producing quite a bit. And we're producing a surplus. Perfect. That is perfect. More sites. Yeah. That is one thing we will have to improve as well. Maybe dismantling this one, making a new one that's fully beaconed. Let's just do that. You can go away. And do you have the same side as one of these? You do. So that means we should pretty much just take our copper setup even and add it to a similar setup as that one. But it's only a 1 input, so I think that will be fine. We just have to change it with a crusher instead. Go. Can we add productivity? No, no, no. Don't crush my productivity, you silly, silly machine. You can't use productivity, you can use speed. We can add speed to it. But we can add productivity. We have it over here. What did I do wrong? Oh, we could. Don't know how I messed that up, but somehow I did. That is that. Here is the inputs. Pretty much just in our site, and should we set a limit to it? Right now it's just kinda reducing what it wants into active providers. That's because we have a limit on the inputs. Will we ever have too much? Can't put a limit on this one. Let's just say that. Will only work as long as dust is less than... Let's keep 10,000 in storage. That is less than 10,000, that means it's working. Otherwise we'll just kind of stop. And you will like to get some of the raw resources in. Just get 200. That starts to work. We'll then pick up the one over here. We can add in some speed to this one to hopefully make it a bit faster. Let's do this. Here, yeah, and oh, not that. There. That should be quite a bit more of a throughput. Let's just hope that this will give us more than we had before. immersite. Looking for that one. So it did increase when we improved that one, but leveled out about 2k. Now we're continuing up. And as soon as we add more beacons to this, we should be able to get it to run even faster even. We'll just keep this one for now, since it does pretty much the same as this one over here. I think that'll be fine as another setup to pretty much just input a lot more to these. That for the life of me still can't keep up. And we're not even consuming any science at the moment, other than we are crafting these. Oh, but that is actually filling up quite nicely. We're almost at the 1k we set as a limit. It means that these are just chugging along, consuming all that this is producing. So at some point it will level out, hopefully, and then we'll see if things are better. But for now we just need these to run. So I think this is a somewhat decent place to stop. We have gotten so much done this episode. And hopefully... Oh, copper started to lack a bit. We'll probably have to look at copper next episode, since that is not keeping up at all. So we might have to get more throughput here, upgrading it to blue belts, so these can get filled instead of lacking. Maybe a blue belt upgrade will be the correct way to do it, and maybe have 2 miners going. We'll look at that next episode. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please remember to leave a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe. And even if you're old to the channel, you are allowed to subscribe as well. And with that, I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.